What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is 6:15 in the morning. I'm wearing one of the bathing suits from the try-on haul with the meal plan, if you recognize it. Today I decided that it's not too hot. I've been literally procrastinating on doing this Hot Topics for a while, because every time I want to do it, it's a little too hot. And who wants to do Hot Topics in the hot tub when it's hot out? So I've been trying to come up with different ideas of things to talk about in this Hot Topics. And I actually asked a client for some ideas. This is by far one of my favorite clients' emails that I critique every morning. There's a lot of sharing on both ends. And I've said this before, that I am a better coach and a better woman in general because of the way that I coach her. So I reached out and I said, hey, help me come up with some ideas for another Hot Topics. So I'm gonna read some of the things that she had wrote. Maybe talk about how your clients ask to let go of things and that don't serve them, like saying things like saying yes to things, to like invitations to parties, so that they can make space for things that I ask of them. So there's a lot more that she wrote, but I'm gonna get right into that. So yes, one of the things that she had mentioned is like things that don't serve you. Like I constantly say this all the time. Everything that I do with purpose. Granted, I will say there is one thing in here that I am gonna mention that I do, that I'm gonna say to you that if you're doing that, maybe you should make an adjustment to that. So one of the things that she mentioned was about like watching Netflix. Yes, there are times that I do relax and sit down and watch Netflix, and the purpose to that is relaxation, because I've put in all of the hard work, because I've not made excuses for anything else. I've done what I need to do for my business. I've done what I need to do for me, for my workouts, for my cardio, for my food prep, everything, for my kids, for everything. So what I am saying and what this person is saying, like, think about some of the things that you're doing that are holding you back from other things that you could be doing to lead you closer to your goals. So for example, let's just say if you're saying you don't have time to work out, but yet you spend time watching Netflix, whether it's in the morning or at night before bed, when you could be working out. There are other things that you're doing. Maybe you're accepting invitations to things that you don't need to accept invitations to. And I'm not saying to be antisocial. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what she's saying. But if you're trying to improve the quality of your life, like I'm gonna go the very extreme. So for me, right after I got out of the hospital, one of the things that I needed to do was I needed to completely detach from any gathering that involved food, because I was not mentally and emotionally ready to be around that stuff. Because we're talking about 23 years ago, after binging and purging for months, being depressed, I needed to not be around family. I needed to not be around food so that I can heal. So I'm suggesting that maybe that's something that you think about doing. And again, it's not so that you could be antisocial forever, but maybe if you're really struggling with something, that it is something that you could and should avoid for a little bit. Maybe you're making excuses for why you can't be healthy, but you're constantly doing things. And this is where it's also, I planned on talking about this. This is where it also gets into the whole concept of being selfish, which I don't think she wrote that down, but and this is a conversation and a discussion that I've had with her and with other people, and I've talked about on lives. Being selfish is actually a selfless act. So I believe that I am truly amazing to others, and I believe I'm an incredible coach. And this is not me being cocky. This is me being humbly confident in my abilities to, I don't want to say motivate, but inspire, drive, teach coping skills, guide people in the right direction, because I have taken care of myself. I believe that I'm a great mom because I'm good to me. So people think, oh, I gotta put everybody else first, or I have to take care of everybody else. But you're actually gonna do a better job at taking care of others when you take care of yourself. Like, it's a fact. the healthier you are, the more energy you have, the more creative you'll be. Some things that people have mentioned to me and that I've even noticed myself, when you start compromising your own personal health, your own fitness, your own everything for other people, you then tend to like kind of maybe resent them, or be more mad at yourself, and then that makes you have like a little bit of a shorter fuse to certain things. So for example, let's just say you compromised something and now you're kind of like a little bit mad at yourself, and then something happens with one of your kids and all of a sudden you have this massive short fuse and you snap. But meanwhile, if you would have food prepped and ate healthy and got in your happy hormones and woke up a little bit earlier to get in your exercise, the stress of what happened and with your kid or with your job, it's a lot, you deal with it so much easier when you're healthier. You know, I have two children, two kids, one boy, almost a man. He's in 11th grade now, 16, and then I have my 4th grader who's 9. But my second son is autistic. And one of the things that I feel like is very important to him personally, which it's the same for my older son also, but a little bit more for him because I need patience. He responds very well to a certain tone, so to a certain way of speaking. He's also very, very aware of my energy. So if my energy is off, he will feel that. And if my energy being off has any kind of negative impact on the dynamic of his day, whether it's for school or whatnot. Like, I do affirmations with him. If you've seen my Instagram, I showed how we do affirmations in the morning. The way that I am with him, like, I don't want to set the tone for the day, no matter what. Like, even if we're running a little bit late, which we're never running late, we're just late to being early because I'm always overly early. But if we're even like a little bit, I will never let him see that because it will set the tone for his day. So again, these are all things that, like, the healthier you are, the more it leads you into dealing with the stressors of life that much better. So again, this whole selfish act, taking care of you makes you better at taking care of others. Living with purpose. And again, like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I'm not saying that you shouldn't be able to watch Netflix, but that's if you've earned it. Like, I've earned it. Like, I get up at 3 o'clock every day. I've never missed a day in 14 and a half years. In January, it'll be 15 years that I've never woken up past 3:45, 4 o'clock. And no matter what, whether I've been in the hospital or whatnot. So I've earned it. If I want to lay on the couch all day on Saturday after doing 5 to 6 hours of emails in the morning, and I want to become one with the couch, or my bed for that matter, that has purpose, because I've literally run myself into the ground constantly every single day, including that day, morning and night, training clients in the morning, training clients in the evening, doing emails, doing the things that I need to do in the middle of the day, being a mother, taking care of myself, doing YouTube videos for you guys. So again, you can do those things. Not saying that you can't, but if you're saying you don't have time for your health and fitness, and you're doing anything that has no purpose towards the direction your life is going in to make it better, personally, financially, physically, health-wise, all that stuff, then you're doing yourself a disservice. You're lying to yourself. You're making excuses. So think about those things, okay? Then there's another thing that she had mentioned in here, the why, okay? Sometimes people, and I talked about this morning in my Telegram, sometimes people get really stuck on figuring out their why. Like, my goal is to lose weight, but why? So instead of sitting there and trying to dissect the why, maybe what helps you find the why is going back to why you initially decided to make this goal, to even making the goal. So, for example, let's just say you just got back from the doctor and the doctor tells you that you're pre-diabetic. So now your goal is that you want to lose weight. And what's your why? Because I don't want to be on medication. What's your if life I say my vision board. I tell clients goals, why, and how will life be different. So how will life be different? I don't have to worry about being on medication. I don't have to worry about like my energy levels throughout the day. I'm living my best life. I'm feeling more confident. I'm more likely to go out for a job or a position or open up a new business because I am healthier. So I thought that really was a great thing. So instead of just writing down that my goal is this, and it could be anything. It could be like owning a house. It could be personally, you want to come up with a new hobby. So figure out what it is that started the initial setup to have the goal, and then you'll find your why. And then this is just like a little plug, I guess. It says having a coach to help me identify the why, set goals, figure out how to make them a routine, and bounce ideas off with somebody who has a lot of experience and can see the picture without being immersed in it. Someone we can troubleshoot with and get education and information to make solid advancements. And that's what potentially hiring me as a coach. This woman is incredible. If you only knew, forget about the physical transformation that she's been through, but the emotional. I've talked about her before. She's not pinned on my Instagram at this moment, but I have pinned her before. Her testimonial is by far the best testimonial anybody's ever written about me in reference to what I want to be known for, because it literally explains who I am as a coach. And because she's totally embraced everything that I want, like I tell people, you're never bothering me with letting me know what you're struggling with. You're not bothering me with letting me know about a bad day. You're not, hey, I had a bad day, I'll just send you my check-in tomorrow. No. Of course I want to get perfect check-ins from people, but and I want them to succeed, and I want them to tell me, yes, Jen, I followed the training day plan 100%, but I'm more motivated to critique the struggles. So embracing that, being open and being vulnerable. I'm very vulnerable. I put my story out there so that people feel comfortable talking to me. So I'm going to end there because it's about 12 minutes, so this is good. A little bit of information. Leave your comments below. Let me know maybe what you want me to talk about on the next one. If you want to be anonymous, you are welcome to go to my Instagram and go send me a private message and say, I wanted to give you this idea, but I wouldn't want to leave a comment on YouTube. But still leave a little bit of a comment. Say I liked it, because it helps with the algorithm. Subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. And then, yeah, that's it. If anybody's interested in coaching, please go to the description and go to jenaguirre.com and fill out the contact page, and then I will get back to you like right away, whether it's a text to set up a call or what. So I love you guys, and that's it.